everyone, welcome to episode 359, Stop Yelling Altogether. Welcome to the Harmony in the Home podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Hutchison. I'm a counselor, a life coach, and most importantly, an imperfect mom doing this work right along with you. And my goal on our podcast is to go from chaos to calm, feel less frazzled, and have more fun within your four walls to have more harmony in your home. So we've done so many episodes about yelling because that is the numero uno email I get. Kelly, I have no patience. I can't stop yelling at my kids. I love them so much. I promise I won't do it in the morning. And then I wake up in the morning, I'm yelling up by 8 a.m. I feel so guilty that my kids are yelling at me and I don't know what to do. I'm on the crazy cycle. Literally, that version of that email, I get 7,000 of them. Okay, maybe not 7,000, but over the years, and I've had everyone fill out a survey, and the survey says, top one answer on the board, parents want to stop yelling at their kids. And this, my friend, is completely possible. You can live in a yell-free home. Doesn't mean you're permissive. Doesn't mean you let them get away with everything. It means that you check your ego at the door and you find out what baggage you're bringing inside the door. Leave it at the door or kind of bring it along with you, but don't bring it into your relationship with your child because it's monkey see, monkey do. So this was really good about yelling. It's by Brat Busters Parenting, and she's really good. She's very flat affect, kind of like the guy last week. And she's very much like, why are we yelling at kids? Like, we don't have the right. I feel like these kids don't belong to me. They're children from God. I don't have the right to yell at them. Just like if my kids go to a neighbor's house, I don't want the neighbor's parent yelling at my kid, or I don't want a teacher yelling at my kid. Because I've asked parents before, like, what do you do if you're volunteering at a classroom and you're in the hallway and you hear your teacher yelling at your child? What would you do? And everyone's like, Mama Bear, Mama Bear. Oh, I'd go on there marching. We have to have that same Mama Bear energy and Daddy Bear energy with our own kids. So this is really good from Brat Busters Parenting. She's awesome. Follow. You'll love her. She's very no BS. And I think she has classes and can meet with you one-on-one as well. So let you listen to her. Brat Busters Parenting. You'll love her.
This is something that is very difficult for me to say. It's when I tell parents that they internalize your yelling. You know why I don't like telling parents that? And I'm getting emotional saying this now. I don't want you to feel bad about yourself. I want you to realize that you're only yelling because you don't know what else to do. I don't want you to feel like you're ruining your kids by yelling at them. Look, I'm getting all upset now. Anyway, that's why I don't talk about that a lot, but it hurts them to the core. Whenever I've asked a kid, would you rather be spanked or yelled at? I don't condone either, by the way. But whenever I've asked them, kids who have been spanked and yelled at, they'll say every single time they say they'd rather be spanked than yelled at. Yelling hurts them deep down inside. It destroys something in them. Can you repair it? Yes, but it takes time.
Yes, I couldn't agree more with what she's saying. It does destroy them. And I've asked the kids, when I was counseling them, I'd ask them the same thing. And 100 out of 100 times, they would say, I'd rather be spanked. I'd rather be hit. I'd rather go to bed without dinner. Not that I support any of those, like she said. But it hurts them to the core and it becomes their inner voice. That's the part that I think we need to make sure that we know. Like the yelling, we think that we're doing something and it might stop it in the moment, but it doesn't help long term. It creates yellers. It creates them drawn towards yellers, or they become a yeller when they're older. And it just normalizes yelling in their young adult and adult relationships with their friends, with their boyfriends, with their girlfriends, with their fiancés, with their future spouses. We don't want to normalize that. We want it to feel so unfamiliar if they get into a relationship and someone yells at them. We want it to feel so unfamiliar that they exit stage right. But if it's happening 0 to 18, then they are in a relationship with a friend or a loved one in their young adult relationships when they're dating, then it's very much like, oh, this is part of a relationship. This is normal. So we don't want that part. And it does destroy them and becomes their inner voice. So if we're told over and over and over, we're lazy, you're rude, you're disrespectful, you have so much attitude. When they hear that over and over and over, then they think, I'm lazy, I'm disrespectful, I had so much attitude. And then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. They do more of it because they believe it. So then they become it. So we have to be very, very, very super conscientious about that. And I love what she said because us as parents, we're so hard on ourselves already. So telling a parent what yelling does to a child it's almost like piling on. It's like, I'm already upset. So why are you piling on? And I think what Brat Busters Parenting is saying, I don't know her first name. Oh, Lisa. Her name is Lisa. Lisa Bunnage from Brat. Oh, she has a podcast too. Brat Busters Parenting Podcast. I'll have to check it out. You guys should check it out. I'll link it in the show notes. She doesn't like to say that because she knows how hard parents are on themselves already. And that is why we're yelling. That's the craziest part. Because when I was yelling, snapping, pointy lipped. I called myself a pointy lip mom. When I was in my pointy lip mom era, I put so much pressure on myself because I wanted to be that perfect parent. And so that's what caused me to be so snappy, because the imperfections would come up not only in myself, but in my kids. And that triggered that lack of worthiness within myself. And so that was where it was coming from. Once I found the root of why I was so snappy, then I wasn't so snappy anymore. And it had nothing to do with my kids, which was the greatest part of it all, because I put so much pressure on myself to be a perfect parent. And I was parenting from that fear-based place that ironically, that's where I was messing up. And my overachievingness, if that's even a word, and my perfectionism and being a parent, I was putting so much pressure on myself. And in that pressure is where I was so snappy. And then when I learned about being a B- mom, and I learned about ego, and I learned about how I was bringing all my infertility baggage into my relationship, and I was bringing all my school experience baggage into my relationship with my kids. Once I put that at the door, it was still there. It's not like you can erase the past. It's still there. I wasn't going to bring that Samsonite luggage into my relationship with my kids. I was aware of it, and I saw where my reaction was coming from. And then I was able to not freak out when they were freaking out. And then the less we freak out when they freak out, guess what happens? They freak out less. It's crazy, I know, but it's so true, because it's monkey see, monkey do. And you just change the tone of your environment, and you're not killing their spirit in the process. And then the way that they're talking to themselves is the way that they're going to act out. So you get off the crazy cycle and you get onto the energy cycle. I promise it's possible. It's not perfect. You shoot for B- parenting. And when you do this, you'll have much more harmony in the home. I promise you that on a stack of Bibles. I love you guys, and I'll talk next week. Bye-bye. Hey mamas, thanks for listening. If you had any ahas, clicks, or those lightning bolt moments while listening, you have to check out my free parenting bootcamp, where we take all of this to the next level and we try to create even more awakenings for ourselves so that we can connect more with our kids and never yell at them again. You can sign up at www.coachingkelly.com. And if you really want to fill up my love cup, send me an email of what your aha was, what your click was, what was that lightning bolt moment while you were listening. I want nothing more in life than for you to have harmony in your home and to learn how to be an imperfect mom like me, which allows your kids to be imperfect too, each and every day. Thanks for listening.